I like to see people shine, stunt, flex, whatever, you know. I like to see people pop. I like to see people. Why? Because I like people being them. Like, I like Cash Money. I like No Limit Records. I like, you know, Rockefeller. And I like people just being ultimately 100% them. Like, if that's what you like, that's cool, man. It's just like even some of my friends, you like go through the past. Like I didn't buy the or paint the Oldsmobile candy green just to be, you know, sitting in the background. But it's like certain things you can do. It's like certain things that it's your character. It like you being. It's just like, you know, like my partner Mo, the same thing when he bought the purple car or did the car purple, you know. You know, put the rims on that. We ride around with the, you know, with the Incredible Hulk hand and stuff. It wasn't like we was just necessarily just always like, you know, sometimes we were, but it wasn't like we was always just stunting on it. But part of that, you know, like the automotive culture, just enjoying it and just being 100% you. You like cars, man. Everybody that like cars like fixing up their cars, whether it be new rims, whether it be putting a system in there, that Dorsey in the trunk, you know, like I used to talk about. They like if that's you, that's you. That's you being 100% you. And I like people that just, you know, doing that, like whether it be Jeezy, whether it be the rappers and stuff, whatever. But the thing is, I like seeing people enjoy themselves. That's what it is. Seeing people enjoy themselves, because a lot of people, they start lying to themselves and trying to act like, oh, I don't like this stuff, or oh, that right there, that ain't me. But then when you pull out something, or you go buy something new or whatever, they're like, oh, wait, come on, man. Be 100% real with yourself. If you like it, you like it. There's no problem with it. Don't let nobody darken your light. If you like to shine, shine. But yeah, I mean, there's certain ways you can do it. But if you're doing it in a motivational way, in a sense of if that's what you like, there's other people that like the same thing too. Whether you like old schools, whether you like foreigns, whether you like big houses, whether you like small houses, whether you like, you know, hunting, you might go get the biggest deer, you know, or the biggest antelope, whatever it is. But it's not necessarily always a competition. I know like people like to make it feel like it's competition at times, but it don't always have to be competition. It's people genuinely being them 100%. Like you might like white gold or, you know, or big earrings or whatever. You know, you might rock a big chain. Some people use that as a way to, you know, get away from different things. But if you're not being your 100% self, if you're not being who you like to be, you're not rocking how you like to rock, you're not buying what you like to buy, part of that it's you being it's something inside your soul saying that you could be bigger, you could be better than what you are. Part of that pushes you to another level. So like I tell some of my friends, like whether they get promotions, whether they get certificates, whatever accomplishments they do, I am one of them folks to be like, whoa, that's what's up. You going out overseas? Yeah, whoa. You went on a cruise? Whoa, that's me. That's always been me. To big up them, to see them do better than everything they do, because so many times people try to make you feel bad about you being you. Like if you like rocking your long hair, do rock your long hair. When some people say, oh, you can't get a job like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't allow people to darken your light, because part of your light is showing you who you really are, who you really are. So if you like, you know, if you like counting money, like me, count your money. Don't allow somebody to tell you, no, you can't do that. Because a lot of times what'll happen is people will stop you from being you. And then, like I said on the post the other day, you can do everything that everybody else wants you to do to make them happy, but you won't make yourself happy. So what's the point of that? And if you doing it like that, that's not a good thing. You're not gonna feel good. But when you pull out your new car or you pull out your new clothes, it does something to you. Why? I say why? Why does that do something to you? Why? Because it's showing that you have some greatness in you. Let them see your greatness. And yeah, they might get upset. They might turn their head like Jibo just did in the background. But it's okay. Let them turn their heads. Why? Because they don't like that. And if they unfriend you, they block you, oh well. It don't matter. Just be 100% you. Why? Because if you rock with the Pittsburgh Steelers, or you rock with the, Miami Dolphins, or the Houston Astros, whatever your favorite team is, you don't sit here and say, well, that's my team. You go hard for your team, which means you should go harder for yourself. You should feel 100% that you should 100% like who you are. If you like a beard, that's cool. If you like a big beard, that should be cool too. You see what I'm saying? And you being 100% you lets people understand, like, hey, this has always been me. So when they look back or they check your file, they go back like, oh, he always liked stunting. He always liked having the great things. He always liked living luxurious. He liked buying some of the best things. He liked going to some of the fanciest places. And that's one of the things I like, even with my wife. That's one of the biggest things that really attracted me. I had thought that I was going different places. I thought that, I've been places. I've been in New Orleans a couple times. I've been to, West Palm with Cole them. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to Atlanta with Twan, with Mo them. And, in different places, like, with O'Dig them, Tampa. And I start seeing this stuff. I remember riding and seeing a Bentley go by me. I remember riding through Destin and seeing a Lamborghini go by me. But really, be honest with y'all, before Mo, it wasn't necessarily, I wasn't really into cars and stuff. But that was one person that showed me. That was one person that really showed me, like I like this stuff. Like putting an engine in a car. Man, that's the business. So, fixing up your car. I like seeing people do that, man. I see folks, like, different folks, like, fixing up their cars. I'm one of the first people. Yes, I'm one of the first people that say, man, I like that car. Like Sal, every car he buy, every car he fix up or whatever from Sal's Muffler, I'm liking it. You see what I'm saying? Because even if I don't necessarily would buy that same kind of car, it don't matter. Same thing with Trail. Same thing. Whatever car he bought, he fixing up his new, Challenger or Charger or Challenger. I'm liking it, He gonna do like a little live, reveal of the car. Man, I'm loving that, man. Keep doing that. Why? Also for the folks that ain't here. You see what I'm saying? The folks that, may be locked up or whatever, you can print out pictures and send it to them. You see what I'm saying? So again, it's an inspiring thing. It's one of those things I tell folks, again, you are your inspiration to a lot of folks that you might not even know. And you are all that person. So if you are that person, you start putting a ceiling on yourself and you start seeing everybody else don't be that. I had to ask myself that question, like, there's not too many people been like higher. Why? Because every time I went higher, I would see people go higher. So it's the same thing. Like I seen Dig, when Dig got that, when he showed me the Benz, I was like, he didn't realize it, but he stretched my mind to do what I can do right now, and I thank him for that. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing, as I look at that, it's like a story. There's a story, it's a facts. These are facts, right? So Roger Bannister was the dude who did the 4 mile, I think it was under 4 mile, run. So before he did the 4-minute mile, no one had did it before. Even he himself tried so many times, was trying to get the under 4 minutes, running a mile. And it happened. And it didn't happen at first. So scientists were trying to say, other folks were saying, oh, it's humanly impossible. No one can do it, right? But for some reason, he kept going. He kept striving to be better. Something inside of him told him to be 100% him. You see? So he kept doing it, right? No one else could do it for years, whatever, however much long it did. But that one time, right, he did it. And within, they say, like 2 weeks, maybe a month, it don't matter. Almost 25 people did it. Like, what was stopping them before? How come they couldn't get it? How come they do it? It took one person. It took one person to shine the light. It took one person to step out of themselves and say, I'm going to be great. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go grind harder. Or like Avance say, grinding my life away. I'm going to go hustle. I'm going to go put in the extra work. I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to just go extra. And from that person doing that, it changed the game. So whether it be Disney, whether it be Netflix, whether it be Apple, Steve Jobs, whether it be Jeff Bezos with Amazon. Now, you telling me right now, these are the dreamers. These are folks that everybody laughed at. So you got to be that person. You got to be that person. And they was these people that was willing to let other people laugh at them, was willing to let other people laugh at them, right? They was willing to keep going even though people laughing at them, called them stupid, whatever. They were willing. They didn't say, I don't care. There's something in me. There's something in me. That heart. There's something in me that's saying, I'm going to be as big as I can be. There's something in me that says, it's all possible. It's something in me that says, boy, you better go. You better reach for it all. So some people can say, oh, this and that. But the thing is, if that's in you, saying that you got an idea, Wright Brothers, bicycle. They was owning a bicycle store in Dayton, Ohio somewhere. Like, why would they want to do that? So when I have conversation with my homeboys, I have conversation with my folks, I have conversation with my relatives, friends, associates, whatever. When I start talking about stuff I like, I notice it start bothering people. Real talk. So at first, I might have pulled back. But now I'm like, man, forget that. Because I have to be 100% me. Or as I say, 100 times 100, that's 10,000. I have to be me. Even when I ran that, you know what I'm saying, I ran the 6.52 10K. At first, I was like, I'm not the type of runner. But it keeps occurring, it keeps repeating itself. It's like me to be the greatest I can be. I am inspired by greatness. Everybody that does something great, I am inspired. I love it. I enjoy it. I see it. I feel like do more. When I see Kevin Hart, I see The Rock. I see Jay-Z. I see Beyonce. I see Serena. I see the new girl that beat Serena. Man, I'm applauding all of them. Why? Because they showing you. They showing us. And not just black folks. They showing us that you have greatness in you. And they've been showing us that. Whether it be, like I said, Walt Disney. Whether it be who else, you know what I'm saying? These different people that are creating these different ideas, whether it be Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook or the dude that created Instagram or Twitter, or I'm trying to think of the one with the little yellow thing, I can't remember. But you see what I'm saying? The different ideas. Why? Because your inspiration is usually from someone doing what you want to do. So a lot of times you got to realize, you got to figure out what you want, Like I tell folks, I say, I bought a house thinking I was supposed to buy a house. But all I did was to brag, to say, oh, put it on a rap, I bought a house. But if I would have been thinking and got around some motivated individuals or some folks that really knew what they was talking about, they would have showed me, they would have put me on the game like, hey, you do this because you get tax benefits. You can do this because you can get more lucrative, whatever. You can do different things. But oftentimes we think too small. Why? Because we might hang around people that think around small. You know, so a lot of times you got to get yourself out that comfort zone. You got to pull yourself. You got to push yourself to be around people that make you feel scary. You see what I'm saying? You got to put yourself around folks that doing way bigger than you. Why? Because it'll stretch you. You ain't supposed to be small. You ain't supposed to be sitting low. But if that's you, that's 100% good. If that's you, you like being okay, that's cool. But when I post stuff on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I'm seeing foreigns, you know, that's some other type of cars and stuff, or old schools, big rims. If you don't like that stuff, you don't have to like it. And you shouldn't, because that's not you. But the thing is, part of you being you is knowing what you like. And if you know what you like, whether it be like my dog Bentley, this is a little Yorkie. But you got to also realize, you got to be willing to have an open mind to stretch. Because before we got this dog, I didn't want a dog, especially not no small dog. So some folks were like, oh, you ain't getting no pit bull. Yeah, okay. But even with this little dog, yeah, his name Bentley. Think about it. But even with this little dog, it helped me to stretch and be like, man, I'm actually a dog person now. I really, really like dogs. I want to take him to the beach. I want to take him on an airplane. I want to see how he reacts. Why? Because it's just like one of those things. Again, when you walk in your house and you got a dog or some type of animal, and that animal come to you, no matter what they've been doing all the time, and they give you that big smile and make you feel good, that's what I'm talking about. That type of inspiration, that type of feeling, that feeling of you being 100% you. You have to let yourself shine. Like the BG song, Get Your Shine On. Everybody was jamming that. They can try to act like they didn't like it, but every one of them is Cash Money for the year 2000. You know what I'm talking about? When that song come on, what they do? They jump to the dance floor. Why? Why did everybody like that song by Juvenile? It's the same thing. You being 100% you. But what happens is you start feeling less when you're not being all you. So you got to let let your light shine. And also remember, that little light of yours that they used to say, let your little light, this little light of mine, your light ain't never been little. It never been little. It always been big. It's just how you shine. So if you go in your room or whatever type room, turn all the lights off, and you turn your light on your, even like a match or a light or some small light, what you got to see is that light defeats darkness. That light defeats the darkness. So no matter how small that light is in a dark room, it's going to shine. What that tell you? You're supposed to shine. You're supposed to shine your light. And there's a reason why everybody or people like different things. You might like big houses. You might like big cars. You see what I'm saying? But part of it, one of the reasons why you have mentors or people that you look up to, role models, whatever, whether it be Jordan. I heard Jay Prince say that he liked OJ. When he seen OJ's house, that first inspired him to realize that he could actually obtain something like that. So whether it be, you know, folks trying to be basketball players, you see what I'm saying? So when I see Marcus Elliott over there in China, Hong Kong, playing for the, what they call, bro, the Long Lions, Li Shao, you know, I'm about to start talking Chinese, but he played over there. Man, when he won that championship, he did that dunk. I'm going to be one of the first people to repost it. I'm going to be one of the first person to rock this jersey. I'm going to be one of the first person to say, yeah, that's my dog. You see what I'm saying? But when you can see it in my face when I say that, I really mean it, because I like seeing it. I like seeing it. You see what I'm saying? And I genuinely always liked it. I always liked seeing Jay Sanders ball. I always liked seeing Magic Hall do his thing. I always liked seeing DJ do his thing out there. I always like seeing my folks shine. You see what I'm saying? And I always like seeing Greasy fix up their cars and stuff. I like BGS. I like I said, A-Vance and Time them and everything they doing, grinding my life away. I like seeing folks shine. I didn't realize how much of an influence I had sometimes. But as I really, really think about it, man, I like seeing all my people shine. I like seeing folks go overseas. That's why I said I want to see who all y'all got passports. You got passport, I want to see y'all travel. I want to see y'all be as best as y'all can be. That's me. First initial, D Crump. And I had to cut the video short because I forgot to go pick up my daughter. She got dance class today. So I appreciate y'all, anybody that stayed on and really, really listen, because some real stuff, man. Some real stuff. I get back at y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. You have an extraordinary, phenomenal day. Be yourself. Let your light shine as bright as it can. I'm telling you, if that's you, but if you like being other stuff, be you too. Feel me? So I kind of interrupted the ending to the video because I had to go pick up somebody. And so now that I pick up, I'm walking back. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Sorry for the abrupt, fast ending, but y'all get the point.
Like
Enjoy.
and subscribe.